was sad. Because Elsa stopped trying.
She didn't want to hurt her.
Yes, but she did hurt her on accident because she froze her head.
She froze her heart.
Well, she froze in her head first when she was a kid. I think it was not the...
In the troll's head,
No, it wasn't in the heart yet, but it was in the...
Because of what's happened in the recent losing streak. Can they stay with it despite a tough first drive?
It's over there. No, it's in the corner. No. This one is in the corner.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
First off, don't do that.
Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say,
play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go the way he did it.
Now defense sold out for the run, worked out well. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I hate people do that. You sit here and line on like that. I don't like being lined.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. Give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout.
Get out.
Your offense has to keep pace.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And now he'll tuck it and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
It's in the refrigerator. I didn't put the food up. Ricky did.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Check the refrigerator in the garage. Any other place it could be.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, it's Haskins. Completes it to Dixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion. But he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. Their defenders
don't listen to me,
and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down.
Bro, that's a first down, bro.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
That's crazy, bro. He caught the ball, right? Look where he caught it at. That's crazy, bro.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Haskins on the keeper, and able to follow his center and pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This time Haskins will look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Haskins to throw. He's got Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that's going to be
you walk right in front of the screen and then you throw on the ball.
It's 2nd down.
Yeah, because you shouldn't even be by that. She can't be by that at all.
It should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Not even in the vicinity of it. She know that already. Okay.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will be brought down. And he's got the interception on a final play in his 1st quarter.
Well,
2nd quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football.
Stop,
as they got it with a 1st and 10.
You don't need to do anything. You don't need
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that 1st drive where they went 3 and out.
Yes,
and
I'm positive.
The 1st drive is just simply the
oh my God, what?
You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
Stop asking me the same thing. Stop
no,
talking.
You didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that 1st drive. I'll try to do better here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh my gosh. What's today's date? Oh, it's not the 6th.
Here you thought it was 6th and Thanksgiving was just yesterday.
I just thought it was
the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT and didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Bones on your defense. Thank you. A huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points. Stalled off that drive. Now they've got
a chance to take that out of it. Why you buy that if you know you can't be buying Derek Carr? This is what I'm talking about. You do stuff you know you're not supposed to do. You want to say something. You act like somebody killing you. Hurt yourself.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your...
Convenient, huh? How is it your gynecologist is out today? What if I went into labor? How would I let her know?
They'd have to call her personal phone instead of office, I guess.
I don't have her personal phone.
They have it. They're supposed to call her.
Who? The hospital?
Yes.
You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Dixon complete.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this
How
will
do
be
you drop? You
incomplete.
know what, man?
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oh,
They kind of forced
dude.
that one
You
there,
just
didn't
drop
he? It's almost like he
everything.
predetermined where he was going to
You
go with the
breathe
football.
on somebody.
Yeah, he
ball,
wasn't
they
really
drop
going
it.
through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get some football.
He can't cover two people at once. Y'all killing me with that, man.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it.
He went high through a low and y'all still
That'll
letting
go as
him.
a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jameis now on first down.
Why would you not come down to
And he'll
the
be corralled well upfield, right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Winston.
Oh, come get him.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick
No,
Chubb.
you won't do it.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Jameis to throw it.
Come get him. Let's go. Come get him. Come get him, Mike.
Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Can you get the macaroni out of here, please? Because she clearly not going to stay away from me. She don't listen. Can you move? She has macaroni in her head. Move! How am I going to tell you that? Are you trying to be itching and sick? Then why do you keep going by it? You don't know, I don't know either. So go figure it out.
Up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats
time
and
to be
scores
stabbing you
from
with
the
poking
early
you with
games
EpiPens because you damn going in the
around
fucking anaphylactic chocolate stick. You don't want to
And
listen.
the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster. Try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Man, if you don't punt this ball, you...
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Dixon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Now it's Haskins.
You know, shit. AJ Green.
Touchdown, Texans. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
From the 29, Winston is going to let this go deep for Lee. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
What?
Picked off by the
all I did was
Bradley
stop running. Yo, this
Roby.
game garbage, bro. They gave this man a pass interference. All I did was stop running so I could be standing at the target, bro.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Jags and LA.
From the gun, Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey, watch the shift. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Strip that ball. Mike 5-4. Mike 5. Easy. So we got man. 5-0. Mike 54. Mike 50. Let's go. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Here's Winston.
Yes.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You put some time in the figure. No, you just put it in that one. It's fine. It is space in there.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
What? Why you got that on your Unless you got a whole person bad,
big to kick this one off.
Shape.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
I'm trying to feel where you got this damn phone in your chest.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Yeah, I'm just really trying to figure it out.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away.
Put it on, possibly?
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score.
It does.
As we now go
downstate
to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman
with
our EA Sports halftime report.
Like the other one.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking
about
one of my favorite
subjects,
tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with it's something else.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
He dropped a touchdown. What? AJ.
There, but to no avail. Second down.
This
Sometimes we
man,
wonder about
wow,
play calls, but this one
bro.
made perfect sense to me.
And dropped it in
He's
the
got
end
the only
zone.
touchdown that they've scored in this
With a
game. Tried to
linebacker
get it to
on
him
him,
again
like,
on another
what?
deep ball.
So now 2nd and 10
AJ,
after the
you
incompletion
smoked
on
that, bro.
first down.
I'm pissed.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins looking for his running back.
Why do
and he's
people have
got
to
it.
jump to catch the ball? Like,
It'll
why
be a
don't niggas
2-yard
understand
gain,
how to
and
just
that'll make it third
catch the
down.
ball in
You see
stride? Are
another
these not
pitch and catch there
professional?
to the running back. This position just continues
Jesus,
to evolve.
every play,
They
bro.
become just as critical to the passing
You throw a
attack
bullet, they
as a lot
jump.
of
You throw a
receivers,
lob, they
tight
jump.
ends,
Like,
because
what?
their ability to make
Come
people
on.
miss in the open field can really
It's
generate
dumb.
big plays for an offense.
Let's make these babies cry right now.
Play action. Haskins.
But a linebacker can get a tip. You know what?
Picked off by the
Nah, bro.
linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will finally stop
Alright,
him
man.
as he's
Y'all
down to
be
the
out here
40-yard
dick
line.
riding these running
First
ass niggas, man.
possession of the
This is
third
ridiculous.
quarter and interception.
Man,
so
wide
maybe a
open.
second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real
Hello,
dud for that
come on.
one.
Let's talk about some
No,
saying. We play
but
over and over
stories
again.
about
Let's go.
teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch safety Green.
And this new alignment stuff they got going on is leaving receivers wide open, bro. Every time somebody audible, you ask, it's like, what is this?
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run
dead,
game.
bro. You
And
know
they're
running
going to
the
get
ball,
him
you
behind the
see.
line yet
That's
again
cooked.
as
What
his
else you got?
nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Definitely not doing that.
Ready. Blue ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming this way. 30. Let's go.
They go play action.
Go ahead. Thank you.
Into double
Thanks, Mike.
coverage, and it's
We'll take that
intercepted.
interception. Appreciate it.
Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Knew he was fishing. What's new?
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I
Yes,
do a lot
man.
of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to
Yes.
run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice
did.
job
I
of
put
focusing
him
on
in
the
the
task
drive.
at hand and coming away with the
him in the drive.
interception.
I will put them
Back
in
to
the
air here
drive.
after the
In the
INT
machine.
on the
I know
last
who's closing the
drive.
drive.
Throwing
Is
the
it closing the
out route
drive already?
incomplete. That's Dixon.
Nice
Are
running
they
throw
closed
there on
in the
first
dryer
down. He
right now?
located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
I'm asking you, are
Hoping he
they
could break
closing
a
the drive?
tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
You said are those my clothes washing? I said yes. So I'm asking if it's closing the dryer because if it is, then they have to come out for me to put mine in, and they don't belong to me.
Behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third
Because I
down.
didn't close it yet. That's why I'm asking that question. I know they didn't close them yet. Lady. All you had to do was answer. All you had to do was answer my question. I know what I'm saying and what I'm doing. Oh, jeez. No, there are no clothes in the dryer. Yes, they're closed in the dryer.
Complete.
Yes, no, maybe, kind of, sort of.
From both teams. And there's
No.
another nice example
Not
there
already.
of them making it difficult to complete
No,
a pass.
the other one. The terrible twos.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
In what game?
And that is
I ain't picked
incomplete.
nobody.
He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A second down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete.
Where the Pickens
a lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Jags ain't playing
pressure
tonight.
drops
Playing
off
me,
as
so
they
I don't know
look
how
to
they doing
throw.
it.
Open man is
That's for next
Westbrook
week.
complete.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take the Jags because Chris ain't winning no game. I'm gonna take the Bears, and I'm gonna take you to beat the
And that
Browns.
might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate
the Jags playing
the
you good?
effect the home crowd
These
with you
ass, bro. They
can
got this
have on
man
a
hanging
game.
around the
So
game.
how about
with
that
some
for a
bullshit.
chain mover? They're all the way down inside
Dude,
the 40
he
now.
owing
for
whatever,
first
he
and 10.
owing life.
Winston. The
His
throw
team
on
loaded.
target
I don't
to
know
his
what the hell
receiver,
he doing.
McKenzie. And he's going to get this inside
I
the
don't
30.
understand.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. That's out to Chubb, complete. He gets away from one, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning.
And then you let him talk. You know what, bro? Fucking hate this game.
Jacksonville.
Shit, man.
Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And now it's blocked.
Give me that block kick, though. They kicked. Good block, Mike.
Let's
go.
The offense.
Lucky I couldn't scoop and score that jump.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
He got some shit to say. He is. He's floating right now. He can't.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Let me know, sir.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they were just well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Don't even let me know too much.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back.
I'm glad you're ready, good. So when
it's
it's time,
first and 10.
you'll stay ready. Great. I don't know what the hell you telling me about somebody you supposed to have their baby a month and a half earlier.
He's got the first down and more
good.
inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So in Jacksonville,
I hate how these quarterbacks
now,
take 10 years to get
first
to
and
the
10
line of scrimmage,
at
bro.
the 38. And an alley to run.
Touchdown, you bitch.
Lamar Miller, touchdown.
That blow me. There'll be
Houston.
7 seconds left. It take him 6 seconds to get in. Bro, like, get to the
His
line,
second
man.
touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Here we go, even. Let's get it off the field. Check 99. Check 99.
First down, Winston. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picky. Let's go,
Picked
Mike.
off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Let's go,
and
Mike.
they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
That boy in the straight jacket. Let's get
The
it.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now it's Haskins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
That's how we gonna make sure he's good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception,
type of
just
snowman
any
shit
interception,
you
are
want,
you a little
boy.
bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no?
Give me that. Thank you.
Jameis
Use your
intercepted
pick.
a 3rd time.
Thanks, Mike.
Quincy
We'll take it.
Wilson with the
Let's get him.
INT. And he's
Let's
going to
get
take
him.
this one back to the 37-yard line.
Bull cooked out here. You poop.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Yeah.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That would be slick.
On 1st and 10, it's
All
Haskins.
that gimmicky shit.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to
Nigga
hold
accelerate
on
out
to
the
that
pocket
one.
when you
It's 2nd
scramble
down.
like
You get a tight
100
end
miles
like
per
this,
hour,
you know
dog.
he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the
But
contact,
man,
and as a result,
my man
unable to
really
hold on to
hit
the football.
90 optimal prime speed and shit. Yeah, that's
Again on
shit,
2nd and 10, it's Haskins.
Our possession caught the joint. This man still dropped it. I don't understand. Now you hurt. You hurt on the play. Yo, this game is crackhead
Hang on,
shit,
3rd
bro.
down.
No other way to explain this bullshit. Foster and Green. That's cool.
The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Broken thumb. The
Yannick
great tight end got a broken
Make that
thumb. That's
now 8
wonderful,
sacks
guys.
for him on the season.
Only tight end
Comes
I
a
got on
field
the
goal
roster.
team now
got
for
a
the
broken
second
thumb.
time here today.
Fantastic.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. He got
Boy, I thought
just
this nigga
enough
missed
to
the
clear
kick.
the
I was gonna
crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Is he in here too?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yeah.
From the shotgun, it's Winston.
He don't pay his debt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah,
Jadavian
bum.
Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The crazy part is Fam got his own business. He got the money. He just a bum. A scumbag. Oh, Wildcat Willie.
These pass rushers
Your nigga got the money. He got his own business. He just dirty nigga. He is just a shiesty nigga, bro.
3rd and long for
Winston.
Winston.
To keep our banana peels off of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 2nd down, it's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he's got a man open, that's Allen. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A first down carry down for Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
No, his last name Jones. So give your last name.
On 2nd down, Love. Yeah. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Okay, what's Auntie Sharon last name? Mason and Auntie
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Yeah, I told her or Erica, somebody.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Love you too. Okay. All right, dude. Love you too. My uncle's girlfriend, they never got married. They just, I guess it was a common law marriage at this point, but she's from Dominican.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it to next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something
And
executed
then
well before
2
we get
yards
out
of
of
carry,
here.
put that
And
clamp
that
on
was the
his
message to the
detail.
team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
34-9.
we'll
Get him
get better as we
without
go
it,
forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big stop.
I'm gonna pick some shit.
Jameis to throw it. And he completes
I'm
it to
not gonna let
Westbrook.
Jameis complete
And he'll
some
be
weak ass
taken
shit,
down,
man.
but not before he
Take
gets
that.
into enemy territory. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Winston now 8 of 17
I swear,
so
bro, it's
far,
not even
so
about
under
your skill. I mean, you know how much
50%, but he's
straight
got a
save
first
weak
and
niggas
10.
in this game, bro.
To throw, Winston. Completes it to Lee.
Hold his ass up there. We gonna get that work. Good first game, Dwayne.
They gave him a touchdown, man.
Tell that Trey shit, say niggas from getting their head kicked in, bro. I swear, so fucking annoying. First game, half you get a skill point playing with us. That's what we doing out here, man.
All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if
He
you
been
were
in
me
purgatory over
again?
there in Washington. We done saved his life, man.
Now feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera
I just finished playing the Jaguars at LLE. Told his ass I'm on.
star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me last.